So I'm preparing to take out my center console. So first one is this. You just pry it off and then disconnect this connector over here. You just push this red tab in here up, and then press the tab here, and then this will disconnect. And then here in the compartment you have two screws in there. You have to take that out. Then there's one screw here, you have to take that out. Then you have to open the boot. And then from the boot there's another screw here that you need to take out, that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then at the back you also need to remove this, pry this out, the switch for the windows. You just pry this out and then disconnect this one. Just press the tab on this side. Then once you have that clear, yeah, my goal is actually to remove the shifter, because this shifter is bad, and look at how dirty it is. It's so gross in here. I have to like clean it up. So my problem is I cannot take the key out from the ignition, and sometimes this one I cannot like shift it into reverse, neutral, or in this position, because this one goes up and then you need to like push it in so that you could slide it down. And the problem with this one is that I think it was way over tightened or loosened several times, that this one is very loose now. There's like a T15 torque screw in here. It's a very small screw, and I think it got way over tightened, and if you loosen it up, it will not tighten anymore. So I just gave up. Time to replace this. This is really worn out, 202,000 miles, and this one is also really dirty, and this one also doesn't light up. It flickers, sometimes it dies. You have to like push this plastic, this bezel, to turn it on during the night. It's kind of funny that Chrysler don't even have a display in the instrument cluster what gear you are in, so you have to really take a look at here. So the other one is, if you cannot take the key out, it means that this mechanism over here, yep, there's like a lever here that gets pushed by some sort of a motor. It no longer pushes the cable so that you could release the key here on your ignition lock. So what I usually do is I just reach my finger over here and then push this plastic portion over here so that the cable will go forward, and then once it goes forward, it actually releases the key here in the ignition tumbler, which is kind of a dumb design actually. So yep, so once this is loose enough, probably I need to put the parking brake on a very up position. Same thing with this. So I'm gonna try that. So this is very loose now, and the only thing preventing it is this one over here and that one over there. Let me try this up. So I'm very close now. So it's really tough because these two are like on the way. This one needs to be like pushed down. I don't want to do that. I could probably get away with like just probably tying this around. Yep, just put this in this upright position, and I could access the area over there. So in order to remove the shifter, I think there's only like 4 bolts holding it, or 4 nuts holding it, and then disconnect this wire. Yeah, I inserted my key and then put the shifter in neutral, and then I think I have more space to take it out now. I was able to make this go up. So that is out, it's on the side, and I could press on the brake, this park again. I'll just leave this into like, probably this is 4 low. Yeah, so this is what happens now. I cannot take out the key, and the problem is on this one. So look at that, I could shift it without pressing on the brake now because the key is there. So basically this one didn't move at all, so you need to press this lever over here, and this lever is controlled by this motor over here. So if I push this a little bit, yep. So it looks like this motor is probably bad or doesn't have power anymore. Now if I move that in, so it's still not doing that, even though if I push it, I need to assist it. So there we go. Now I'm able to remove the key now. Lock position. So yep. So if you have problems, yeah, basically just push this one. You could access it without taking out the whole console. Just take out this cover. Yeah, sometimes you could get away with loosening this one, adjusting this, but basically this one needs to be down so that you could shift it back. If it's way too high, then it will lock and you cannot like do a reverse neutral drive. You cannot shift this one down. So I'm gonna remove this. So I'm removing the shift interlock cable, which is actually this yellow part here and this cable over here. Yep. So this one is this one over here. So I think to just there's like a tab here that you pull down and then you pull it out. So I got the shift interlock cable out. Basically what you do is insert the key. You insert the key, turn it to the first position, and then this one will go in, and then once you go in, there's a tab in here that you press down and then it will just slide out. So yep, time to get the 4 nuts on that shifter, clean the area, and then we'll reinstall a new one. So now I got all the nuts taken out, all 4 of them, and then this one I just disconnected by pushing it out. There's really nothing fancy about this connection. And this one I think you just need to slide it up. So I got the transmission cable out and it's lying here. It's not easy actually to pry that out. So yeah. So just trying to figure out where this interlock shifter cable goes. So it actually goes down here and shoots, and it just shoots all the way up here, so not that bad. Just have to make sure that, yeah, it's a clear view over here. So here's the old one and this is the new one, my replacement actually. So looking at it, there's really no difference between the two. You got this motor here, and I think this one is a little bit loose, but see, I could also like push this one, but this one is a little bit stronger. And in terms of wear and tear on the teeth, there's really nothing here. So I think the real culprit is this one, this motor, and then this cable. So this cable probably becomes stiff over time. This one too. So I just need to put like some oil in here so that it will be okay. Yeah, this one is really dirty. And the lights actually flicker, so probably this one is probably bad. Yeah, let me pry up. So there's the bulb in there. And let me see, how would you replace it? Probably, you just like take this cover out, probably pull the bulb out. Oh no, you twist it down. Yeah, you have to do it like down here. Yeah, this one still lights up, but it still looks good though. I don't know why it flickers. Probably dirt in here. Yeah. That is toast. Okay, now time to put in my replacement. So we're gonna put the cable first. Yep, there. Put it in, fish the cable first. This should, yeah, that cable should be in here. Okay, so I got the cable fish in this one under the steering column. Yeah, I made sure that it's not blocking the pedals there. Then I'm just going to insert this way. I'm not so sure if you need the key to insert this, but so it looks like you need the key to put this in. If there's no key, you cannot lock that. So so there it goes. It's locked. And I'm making sure that the cable here is not blocking anything. So we're gonna put in the transmission cable and ready to bolt in. Got it in position. So there's your studs there for the bolts. Okay, got all the bolts, all the nuts secured. Time to test it out. Okay, got the 4-low mode on, check engine light is on, right? Because of this, we're gonna switch this to neutral. Try, see if we could get it. Solved. No problem at all.